Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Lome here, and today I'm going to be reading a book. We have been talking about the Three Little Pigs, and last week I showed you a felt story, and Mrs. Leviton also led us in the Three Little Pig rap song, and those were traditional versions, the original versions of the story. That means they were the story that we're used to hearing, the first story that was told. So today I'm going to read a different version of the story. It's called Big Bad Wolf is Good. Look at that. He's holding a chick. He looks like he's being gentle. This version of the story, I think, takes place after he's already tried to blow down the little pigs' houses, so people just are kind of afraid of him. So let's see what happens in this story. Gotta put on my glasses. Are they all? Okay, I'm ready. Big Bad Wolf is Good. I'm going to read first and then I'll show you the pictures a little bit closer. Big Bad Wolf was lonely. He had no friends. Perhaps it's because I'm big and scary, he said to himself. Perhaps it's because I'm bad, bad, bad. He sat and he thought, and he thought. I know, he said. I will not be bad anymore. I will be good. Then someone will be my friend. So Big Bad Wolf set off to be good. Mrs. Goose was in the garden with her 7 goslings. Good day, said Big Bad Wolf, politely raising his hat. Honk! Cried Mrs. Goose. It's Big Bad Wolf! Mrs. Goose and her 7 little goslings ran into the house and slammed the door. Oof. Oh, Mrs. Goose, said Big Bad Wolf sweetly, please open the door. I'm a good wolf now, and I've come to play with your 7 little goslings. But Mrs. Goose would not open the door. The 7 little goslings chanted, Big Bad Wolf, stay away and don't come back another day. And they made faces through the curtains. Oh, this reminds me of something we talk about a lot in the turtle room. Bucket filling and bucket dipping. If you are saying to stay away and don't ever come back and making faces, that's dipping, bucket dipping. Big Bad Wolf felt sad. Those geese had not given him a chance. He sat and he thought and he thought. I know, he said, I will be useful and good. Then someone will be my friend. So Big Bad Wolf set out to be useful and good. Mrs. Chicken was going out. She was waiting for the babysitter for her 6 little chicks. Where can the babysitter be? She fussed. Ahem. Big Bad Wolf coughed politely. I would be glad to sit with your 6 little chicks. Quacks! Squawked Mrs. Chicken. It's Big Bad Wolf! Run, children, run! They ran into the house and they slammed the door. Boom. Oh, Mrs. Chicken, said Big Bad Wolf sweetly, I'm a good wolf now. Please let me look after your 6 little chicks. But Mrs. Chicken would not open the door. The 6 little chicks chanted, Big Bad Wolf, stay away and don't come back ever again. And they made faces through the curtains. Wow, looks like that big bad wolf is really trying to be good and to be a bucket filler, but, oops, sorry about that. But so far, no luck. Big bad wolf was really sad. Those chickens had not given him a chance. He sat and he thought, and he thought, and he thought. I know, I will be useful and good, and I will do a noble deed. Then someone surely will be my friend. So Big Bad Wolf set off to be useful and good and to do a noble deed. A noble deed. What do we think that is? Well, let's find out, and then we can backtrack and talk about what noble deed might mean. Mrs. Duck stood on her doorstep calling, "Where are you, number 5? "Good evening, Mrs. Duck," said Big Bad Wolf, bowing politely. "What seems to be the trouble? May I be of some assistance?" Mrs. Duck flew into a rage. "Quack!" she cried. "It's Big Bad Wolf, and he's eaten poor little number 5. And she rushed inside and slammed the door. Ooh. Big Bad Wolf was upset. He banged and banged at Mrs. Duck's door. "Let me in," he howled. "I haven't eaten anybody." But Mrs. Duck would not open the door. The little ducklings 1 to 4 sang, "Big Bad Wolf, stay away and don't come back because you've eaten number 5. And they made sad faces at him through the curtains. "Eaten number 5 indeed," shouted Big Bad Wolf. "I'll show them. I won't be good, I'll be bad, bad, bad." Big Bad Wolf was stamping through the woods in a terrible temper when he heard a small little voice. "Quack! I'm lost," said the voice. Big Bad Wolf stepped out from behind a tree. "Quack!" cried number 5. "Quack! Quack! Help! It's a Big Bad Wolf, and he's going to eat me." Big Bad Wolf's feelings were terribly hurt. And he said, "I am not going to eat you." Oops, I don't know if I showed you guys the pages enough there. Number 5 looked up. A fat little tear rolled down his bill. "I want my mommy," he said. "There, there," said Big Bad Wolf. "We'll find your mommy." And he scooped up number 5 and he put him in his pocket. Is that a noble deed? Maybe that's what we were talking about when the Big Bad Wolf was thinking about when he was thinking about a noble deed. Big Bad Wolf knocked at Mrs. Duck's door. "I say," he called sweetly, "I found number 5. The door opened a tiny crack. "Have you really?" said Mrs. Duck. "Really and truly," said Big Bad Wolf. "And you haven't eaten him?" said Mrs. Duck. "Not a nibble," said Big Bad Wolf. When Mrs. Duck saw her lost little duckling, she snatched him inside and she shut the front door. Bang! Ooh, gosh, that was unexpected. Big Bad Wolf did a noble deed by helping the chick number 5, and then he got the door slammed on him. Huh. Big Bad Wolf walked sorrowfully away, sadly, sorrowfully. He had been useful and good, and he had done a noble deed, but still nobody wanted to be his friend. A big, fat tear rolled down his nose. "Oh, Big Bad Wolf!" cried Mrs. Duck, opening the front door wide. Big Bad Wolf stopped. "Would you like to come in for a cup of tea?" she asked. Big Bad Wolf turned around. "Yes, please," he sniffled. Big Bad Wolf had a lovely visit. He drank 3 cups of tea and he ate 11 biscuits. Then he played with the ducklings 1 to 5. "Thank you, Mrs. Duck," said Big Bad Wolf when it was time to go home. "Oh, thank you, Big Bad Wolf," said Mrs. Duck, "for finding duckling number 5. You are a hero." "Do you think," asked Big Bad Wolf shyly, "that you could call me Big Good Wolf now?" That's an interesting idea. Mrs. Duck laughed. "Don't be silly," she said. She gave him a big, warm hug. "You will always be Big Bad Wolf, but you are good, too." Aww. So that was definitely a different version of the 3 Little Pigs, wasn't it? And in this version, the Big Bad Wolf really wants to be good, and he sets off to be useful and good and do a noble deed. I love that story. I think it's really fun and cute, and it's nice to see a different side of the story, isn't it? Okay, everybody, I hope you have a very happy Monday, and I will talk to y'all soon. All right, bye-bye.